Yeah, I mean, I'm 34 now, but I feel like I'm bowling as well as I ever have done. I've done some technical work and changed my run up in the last 18 months, and I think I'm feeling the benefits and getting the rewards for that. Really, I'm challenging the stumps. I mentally try and make the batsman play as much as possible and actually judge myself on that. So I think that's a tactical thing that's really taken me to a really exciting level that I feel I'm at the moment. So yeah, I'm not someone who sets targets. You know, I never said I really want to get 500 wickets or 600 wickets, anything like that. I'm someone who looks pretty short term, but at the moment I feel fresh, I feel fit. I'm bowling how I want to be bowling, bringing the outside edge of the batsman into play, bringing the slips into play, but also LBW and bold being a big dismissal of mine. So, you know, we bowl for one reason only, and that's to take wickets that can help secure Test match wins and Test series wins. And it's a great feeling sat here knowing that I've come into an attack that's had an influence on us winning this Test series, because we've bowled brilliantly as a unit. Everyone's played their part, and it's a very happy changing room right now. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's my idol on that. You know, he turns 38 in this little break we've got now. So he's someone who I've watched very closely. You know, he's a great friend of mine for many years, but also over the last few years, how he's maintained himself and kept upskilling himself to be able to compete, and not just compete, but get better at this level. And I think you look at both of our records over the last few years, we're actually improving. Compare my last 18 months to my career record, and it's way better, which is always a great sign.
Well, I think it's quite obvious when I got back into the bubble that he's bowling well. He was in a good place with his game. He worked very hard throughout that week at Southampton, and he had a point to prove. He made that very clear with what he said, and he's backed it up beautifully. He's been fantastic in the last two games. In the first of the two games, he put in a brilliant performance, which changed things at 3 wickets in a spell. And then it seems to have gone from strength to strength from that point. So really pleased for him, and to do it in such fine style and fashion this time around, getting 10 for 50 in no time as well with the bat, and obviously bringing up that 500 milestone just shows what an amazing talent he is and what a huge asset he is to English cricket and has been for such a long period of time. Well, hopefully that's the case. You know, I really hope that is the case, that he can keep going, just like Jimmy has, and just as Jimmy wants to as well. And as I said about Ben last week, we've got to realise how lucky we are to be in the presence of these guys. They're time and time again putting in brilliant performances, and you know, can see him going from strength to strength still. His last couple of years he's been brilliant, and you know, hopefully that continues for this summer and beyond. Look, first and foremost, I think it's been a fantastic effort for the West Indies to come over here, in such unprecedented times, for them to come and give the world really international cricket again, and cricket lovers the opportunity to watch and enjoy the sport. We're all extremely grateful for that as players, and I'm sure a lot of people back home watching have been as well. Unfortunately, our guys have all hit the M6 and head up home, so there won't be a social distance beer tonight. But I think they've played some really good cricket throughout. I think Jason's led them extremely well, and he's a fine captain with some very good players within that team. And we wish them safe flight home and all the best for the future.
Yeah, we're obviously disappointed to lose the series. Yeah, we had quite a few positives in the series. Just probably a few more conversions from the starts that we got would have done us a lot better. You know, I felt the bowlers really tried, particularly here in Manchester, where the conditions were pretty tough at times. But yeah, we also didn't field as well as we probably could have, and those things that we can definitely control. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen after this series in terms of the international calendar. But more or less, I mean, if there is an opportunity perhaps for England to come over to the Caribbean before the end of the year, I'm sure that would help significantly with Cricket West Indies' financial records. Yeah, it's been a tough last couple years in West Indies cricket financially. You know, and pretty much more or less we've had to take a pay cut as well, due to the difficult circumstances we've been facing financially. So yeah, a tour hopefully, if it's possible, before the end of 2020 would probably put us in really good stead, or probably keep us afloat, you know, as an organization. Look, England bowl well. Yeah, credit to England. Same attack came over to the Caribbean, more or less, and it was probably a different ball game there. You know, you're going to have series series that are better than some. You know, particularly our last series we won it against Afghanistan. This series we didn't. You know, that's just the way it goes. You know, you must give where credit is due. And yeah, again, if you look at our team, particularly in the last 2 to 3 years, we've done well. You know, I'm not that disappointed with the overall group. Yes, we will be disappointed with the result, but yeah, England is a really good side in their backyards. Their statistics will show that. You know, not many teams come over here and beat England in England. So to sit and debate, you know, attacks here and away, to me is a bit indifferent. But yeah, I just would give England credit for the cricket that they've played and say well played to them. And to Stuart Broad, you know, hardest congratulations to Brody. You know, I kind of felt for him, you know, when he was left out in the first Test match, you know, because it was a massive shock to me, because we all know the caliber of bowler he is, you know, to play 140 Test matches and get 500 wickets at 28 apiece, striking out I think 56 or 57 somewhere around there. It's kind of strange you would leave him out, you know, particularly in these conditions where he's born and bred. So I just want to really personally congratulate Stuart. He's had a fantastic career so far, and to take 500 wickets in any cricket, let alone the highest cricket in Test cricket, you know, is an excellent achievement.